Okay, guys, I got some feelings and I gotta say something because I just can't. I'm too outraged right now, and I'm too pissed off really to even know if I can say anything coherently. But gotta talk to you about what I'm seeing right now. I mean, this is not something new. It's happened with police brutality and them killing young black people of color, usually black males, but people of color. And they've done it indiscriminately for a long time. The system is that broken, it's that fucked up, okay? But what I'm seeing right now is not just police. I mean, we're talking about the woman in New York City in Central Park who has the audacity to sit here and call the police and make up a story about an African American man harassing her because he had told her that her dog had to be on a leash. And oh my God, the horror of telling a privileged white ass person that they've got to follow the rules is just crazy, isn't it? It's just crazy. And I mean, let's not get this, like, people are like, oh, I feel so bad for her because she got fired, but, and like, oh, you shouldn't dox people. You don't want to get doxxed, you don't want to lose your job, then don't fucking be a racist in public, okay? Don't be like that in public. Every action has a consequence. We teach that to little kids, don't we? We teach that to our young children. That if you're going to do something bad, and you're going to have poor behavior, and you're going to do things that are not up to our standards, you're going to get punished, okay? So, what is the problem here? And all you conservatives who are free market, pro-capitalist, explain to me how this is not free market working, okay? This is the free market working. A company finds out that one of their employees is behaving in a way publicly that is going to put their stock down. What do you think is going to happen? Because people aren't going to shop at a place with someone who's acting like that and has shown themselves to be that way. Okay? So the market dictates that person's got to go. And you can say, well, they shouldn't have revealed where she worked. Once she did that in public, and especially nowadays with how everybody's got a phone and this shit's going to get out, okay? So if you don't want to have that happen, then don't do that in public. It's that simple, okay? And people can say, oh, nobody believes in redemption. Liberals don't believe in redemption. I believe in redemption just fine. And, if she is truly sorry and she is truly apologetic, then guess what happens? You gotta hit a certain point where it wakes you up. You gotta have a certain thing happen to you to get you to evolve sometimes. So, is that what happened? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I kind of doubt it. She's kind of playing a victim and throwing all this stuff out about her whole entire life's run. But you know what? Maybe, and I hope, I'm not that cynical, or I'm not that, jaded that I don't think people can redeem themselves. We'll see. Maybe she can, and I hope so. I really do. I hope that she looks back on this as the worst thing that ever happened to her, and she rises up and does better and becomes better, But that shit was uncalled for, white people, you just, I don't know what you're doing, I mean, I don't know what we're doing. And to say that white people don't have privilege or that there's no such thing as white privilege, I mean, that's bullshit. Why do you think that lady in the park did what she did? She did it because she has privilege and is entitled and thinks that because she has white skin that she's somehow just above it all. And that's just bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't understand racism. I don't get it. It's on a level, I sit here and I think about it. And I don't want to understand it. That's not what I'm saying. God help people who do understand. That's probably a bad thing. But I'm always interested in trying to understand and get a deeper meaning of something or whatever. But with race, I just don't get it. Like, why would you hate somebody that the only thing you hate them for is the color of their skin? That's so stupid. It's so stupid and meaningless. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, everybody's born the way they're made. That's the way they're made. It's the way that they come out. It's who they are. Why are you hating them for that? I just don't get it. Like, if some particular person of whatever skin color does something to you, then that's one thing. But why on earth are we hating people just because they came out a different color? Like, nobody has any control over that. That's just, it's so stupid. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. On some levels I do, because I just wish that, you're supposed to judge people on the content of the character. Like Christians, come on, guys. Remember that part in the Bible about you will know them by their fruits? Remember that? He's not talking about you will know them by their outward appearance. He's talking about how you will know them by the behavior, by what they do, by what they put forth in life, okay? That's what's in the Bible, okay? Remember going to Sunday school and singing that song, Jesus Loves Little Children? Red, yellow, black, and white? All children are in that song. It's not just white people. It's red, yellow, black, and white. They are precious in His sight. And I'm not trying to bring religion into it, but I remember that song. Like, it's a part of your mind. It just gets ingrained in you. But, it's like, you sing that, but then in the other breath, you sit here and say, well, because I'm white, or whatever, I'm superior. No, you're not. No, you're not. Nobody's superior to anybody else. Nobody is superior to anybody else. That's horseshit. And so now that brings me what really enrages me, which is all of these young black folks who are just dying for no reason other than being black. Let's face it, that's the reason they're dying, because they're black. There's literally no other reason. And because white privilege is so massive and is so and the racism is so systemic, and it's just pervading every freaking part of our culture, okay? Every part of our society is getting absolutely perverted with this white privilege and this racism, okay? And I mean, you got a Ahmaud Arbery in Alabama who's literally doing nothing. And I know people say, well, he wasn't actually jogging, and they're trying to put this video out to show that, oh my God, he was actually doing this or that. First of all, it doesn't matter what the fuck he was doing, okay? It doesn't matter what the fuck he was doing, really. Unless if he was literally in the process of actively hurting somebody, then what is your problem? Like, vigilantes walking around with guns, acting all big and badass, and, oh, he must have been doing something. No. They tracked him, they followed him, and then they shot him, okay? And people say, well, it was self-defense because he came at him. Well, what the fuck was he supposed to do? What the fuck was he supposed to do? He's being followed by two random white people. He doesn't know, and he's a black man. He knows what's up with white people. He knows what's up. And then all of a sudden, they're following him, and then they think that they're just some sort of vigilante cop or something. And so then he sees the gun and he tries to defend himself. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? How is he anything but a victim there? So just shut up with all this other bullshit. It doesn't matter. That's trying to deflect everything. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? I wish to God somebody could tell me what the fuck we're doing. I don't know anymore. But that pisses me off. I mean, he gets shot in the street like a dog, and then they just, there's no remorse. Everybody covers it up like, oh, it's no big deal. It's just another day in America. And if the video didn't come out, which is funny, the way the video came out, because the guy that filmed it obviously was in on it, and I knew that right away. He's like, well, I thought it was going to exonerate him. How the fuck does that exonerate anybody, dude? How does that exonerate anybody? Excuse me. How does that exonerate anybody? Like, it doesn't make you look better, okay? It doesn't make anything better. But just think about, if that video didn't come out and it didn't go viral, we still wouldn't know what happened. He would still be laying there dead and would not have any chance of getting justice done for him. Think about that. That's how systemic this problem is. Like, they would have been perfectly happy keeping this undercover forever and never letting anybody know. And that's bullshit. It's bullshit. And then you go to Louisville and you talk about Breonna Taylor. I mean, 26-year-old EMT. I think she's 26. Might have been 27. I'm sorry about it. Didn't get her age correct. But is sleeping in her apartment later at night, right? And these fucking cops decide that they wanna execute a search warrant. Okay? When they already have the person that they wanted to have the warrant executed on is already fucking arrested anyway, okay? So they go do the stupidest fuck thing they do, which I don't even know how it's allowed or why it's a thing, the no-knock search warrant, which means they can come to a house and they can literally barge in without knocking, okay? They don't knock, they don't identify themselves. Breonna's boyfriend rightfully thinks he's getting home invaded, so he takes a shot at him, and what do you think they do? They shoot, not just once, twice, 20 times. They shoot 20 times at her. She gets hit 8 times and she dies. And all they want to do is, they don't even want to say sorry, they don't take any blame. Instead, they want to take him, her boyfriend, into jail and say he attempted murder. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Cops are not above the law. They're not supposed to be. And this idea that they're above the law is crazy. And why are we giving them the ability to do no-knock warrants? Who thought that was a good idea? I mean, who the fuck thought that was a good idea to give cops who already have a lot of power, even more ability to abuse that power with no-knock search warrants? That's crazy. Those things need to be banned right now. There's no reason to have them. You know, I mean, I just don't. I just don't even know. Like I said, I'm so mad. I got so, but then I just don't even know what to say because I'm so angry. And as a white person, I recognize every single day the privilege that I have simply because I have white skin. It's not okay. It sickens me. It enrages me. It makes me mad. It makes me sad. It breaks my heart. It breaks my soul and my spirit. I should not have the privilege that I have just because I have white skin. I should not have it. It should not be the fact of the matter, but it's true. Okay? It's true. And I will never know what it's like to wake up every single day and be worried for my own life and my own existence simply because I have black skin or because I have brown skin. I'm never going to know what that's like. I'm never going to have to worry about driving and somebody singling me out because I have dark skin. I'm never going to know what that's like, you know. And if a cop pulled him over, chances are good I might get away with just a warning and have nothing happen to me because of who I am. Not who I am as a person, but because of what my skin looks like. And it's just that's such bullshit. It's such bullshit, guys. It makes me it makes me seize. And so now we're going to talk about the most recent one. And that's George Floyd in Minneapolis. And I think this one is on a different, I mean, they're all terrible and they're all egregious, but this is just it's broad daylight. People are sitting there recording, literally telling the cop, hey man, you're brutalizing this man, and he doesn't give a fuck. He just keeps his knee on his neck. He doesn't even flinch when people are like, we're recording you and we're calling you out, and he still doesn't do a goddamn thing. He just keeps doing it. And his little partner, you know, his partner who's there, I mean, the Asian guy, you know, what's his name? I forget his name. Oh man, I knew I was going to forget somebody's name here. Officer, I think it's Sal, maybe. He tells everybody to back away and don't come any closer. So he's actively enabling the whole thing to happen. Meanwhile, you can hear George barely being able to even talk. I can't breathe. And then when he asked for his mama, or demanded his mama, and is talking about his mother, and it's like, how do you watch this video and have anything other than outrage and just want to just tear something up? And so I kind of understand the rioters in Minneapolis. I kind of do, because you watch that video and you're just like, I want to fuck something up. Now let me say that the people who are rioting and looting, you're doing it wrong, okay? I mean, I'm all about protest, and it's got to get protested. Absolutely. This is an injustice that has to get protested. And I don't give a fuck that they got fired. Are you kidding me? That's not nearly enough. They shouldn't just lose their job over this. This is beyond just losing a job, okay? This is, you took somebody's life, and there needs to be an arrest, charges. There needs to be something fucking done, okay? It can't be that nothing happened. It can't be that nothing happened. But anyway, the rioters and looters, I get your anger, I get your frustration, I get the absolute pent-up aggression you have. I understand it 100%. But here's the problem. When you do that, people don't take your cause seriously anymore. You just give people a reason to diminish your protest. It gives people the chance to deflect from what the actual issue is and go, yeah, well, they're just being looters and they're just vandalizing everything, and they totally don't listen to what you're actually marching about and protesting against. But we do need to take into consideration, when I say we, I mean all of us. Especially white people, okay? This cannot be something that black people and brown people have to stand up and fight. If we want real change to happen, white folks, we got to get with the program. We got to do something. We got to stand up and say, you're not doing that anymore. You're not doing it anymore. Because if we have the privilege that we have, and we do have it, then that means our voices have to matter. And they will matter. But we got to do it together. And we got to be like, we're just not going to take this bullshit anymore. Things have got to change. And we're going to make sure they do. Okay? Because right now there's two choices. Maintain the status quo and keep letting young people of color just die indiscriminately. Or we can change things up and not let it happen anymore. Or start to just break down this fucked up system. This fucked up racial inequality that we got going on. And I just saw this on Twitter, but it's 100% true. I'm not black, but I see you. I'm not black, but I hear you. I'm not black, but I mourn with you. And I'm not black, but I promise I stand with you, beside you, and I will fight with you and for you. I promise you that. Okay, I'm not black, but I am with you in this fight, and I will do whatever it takes to help. Okay, and I'll scream to the rafters, I think I'm ready to start a protest rally right here. It didn't even happen here, and I'm ready to do it anyway. Something's got to get done. And white people have got to wake the fuck up. It's time for us to wake the fuck up and realize that there are people dying in the streets because of the color of their skin, and we're letting it happen by not doing anything about it. And that's our shame. We've got to carry that shame and that guilt, okay? And that blame, because that's our burden to bear. Young people of color, black men, they're being taught at a young age how to not die just from existing. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine just trying to figure out how to survive day to day and not letting something like the color of your skin that you're born with and you can't change be the death of you. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. And I'm so sorry that it's going on. And I have to do more as an individual. We white people have to do more as a people. And we all have to do more as a society, but not, I'm not talking about people of color. I mean, they need people to stand up for them and by them and say, I got this, we got this, because they've been carrying the burden for far too long, and it's high time things change. I don't really know what the total answer is, but something's got to get done, and I'm all for it, and like, if you're black, understand, like I said, I hear you. If you're brown, I hear you. So, if I'm missing something and I don't understand, you tell me. Or if I got it wrong, tell me. Because I don't know what it's like to be black or brown. You got to tell me. And I will listen. If you tell me to do this or don't say that, then that's fine. And one of the ways that happened was, I thought I was a strong and amazing ally for black people, So I was saying the whole, I don't see color. We're all one race, we're human race. And I do kind of feel that way. But I didn't realize how colorblind that actually was, and how actually counterproductive and almost antagonistic that was, until I had friends of mine who were black tell me, hey, listen, that's not really helping. Because it's diminishing us as a people. It's diminishing our voices and our existence. And I didn't even realize that till somebody who was black said that, you don't need to be doing that. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm your ally, I promise you can trust me. And if I'm not doing something well enough, or if I'm saying something wrong, or if I'm not getting it, if I'm being insensitive and don't even know it, tell me. Check me on it. Because I will listen. And I will do better. But anyway, I just had to get this on video because I'm just feeling, it's making it to the point I can't even sleep at night. It's upsetting me so much. If you're like, why do you care so much? Because I care that much, that's why. Because I have that much empathy. I can't. If you're a person, how do you not let this affect you to the point you just want to go like I said, you kind of understand where the writers and the looters are coming from. You just want to fuck things up so people will listen and say they're not playing anymore. All right, well, I think that's it for now. But like I said, I don't understand racism. I don't get why someone's color of skin matters so much to you. I just don't get why it's a thing. And I've always felt this way. Even when I was little, I never understood racism. And, where I was raised, there's a lot of racism around here, and some of it's not even really on purpose, per se. It's just there. But I've never, ever, ever looked at racism and thought, hey, that seems like it's never made sense to me, ever. And it never will. It's wrong, and it cannot stand, and it cannot be okay. It's not right. So I'm asking now for us white people to stand up and do something, and right now we gotta get justice. We gotta get justice for Ahmad, and we gotta get justice for Breonna, and we gotta get justice for George. And we gotta get justice for every single person of color, every single person who's been a victim of white privilege, who's been a victim of systemic racism. We need justice for all of them, okay? And we may not be able to do it all at once. Maybe we'll do, maybe that's a idealistic goal. I don't know, but we gotta try. All right, that's it for now. Try and do the best you can, and just try and grow and evolve and listen to other people, even if you don't agree with them, and challenge your views, and just be open, and just try to be the best version you can be of yourself. That's what I try to do. I fall short almost every day, but I try, and I still try. Alright. Till the next time, stay safe and God bless.